still standing at the door, long closed? Do you still find yourself doing the same things, hoping to get different results? Or are you ready to move forward, open new doors, and do new things because you are curious to find out where it leads you? Hi everyone, I'm Ronak and welcome to Me and You, where the aim is not to follow one another but walk together into the world of Disney inspiration, where I share my reflections and introspective insights on a Disney inspired quote, and I wish you do the same. Find out what meaning the quote holds for you in your life. For inspirational quotes are like pieces of puzzle, and it's up to us to find out where it fits in our puzzle of life. And so, to all the newcomers, as I welcome you to this channel, I truly hope that you're ready to put on your introspective glasses as you begin your journey within. And for those who've already been walking with me, I welcome you once again. Before I begin, for those who've not had a chance to see the previous video series, 10 Steps to Manifesting Your Dream Life the Disney Way, COVID 20 Ways to Unlock the Genie Within, in the first 3 parts of this video series, I truly recommend that you go ahead and watch them first. For each quote in a series is like a tiny dot, connecting you to yet another quote, connecting you to yet another dot, until you discover your bigger picture in life. You'll find the links to all the videos in the description box below. So let's move forward to the 4th step in our series, 10 Steps to Living Your Dream Life the Disney Way, with the 4th quote by Walt Disney himself. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we are curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. As I was introspecting on this quote, and I hope you do too as we walk together today, by asking the same questions to yourself as I am, and finding out what answers come to you from within. The first question that I asked myself was, what does it mean to move forward? And as I was reflecting on it, I found that moving forward was all about moving towards something, a goal, a destination with a purpose in mind. Be it a simple goal of reflecting on this quote or whatever it may be. Moving forward was all about moving towards. And so then the question that came to me was, what was I moving towards in life? Was I even moving forward towards anything in life? Or was I just deluding myself as if I were? And as I was reflecting on it, I realized that all my life I had been so focused on trying to move on that I had never really given much attention to moving forwards. I was so stuck in trying to move on from that I had never really given much thought to moving forward towards anything in life. And so moving on, I kept on trying by constantly doing new things, meeting new people, wearing different clothes, traveling to different countries. Yes, all of it. But it was only as I was reflecting further on this quote that I realized that all I was doing, that all I had been doing, was deluding myself as if I were. And since I was so fixated on trying to move on from, that I did not even realize that this was the very thing that was automatically keeping me stuck in the past, leading me to doing the same things again and again, disguised and packaged as if it were new. To cite you an example, I used to participate in Antwerp City 10 miles run every year, and I did that for 7 consecutive years. Every year the clothes were different, the weather was different, the people around me were different. Yes, all of it was different, but I realized as I was reflecting on this quote, I was still running as the same person, which reflected as me finishing the run in approximate the same time frame for 7 years. I was running the same route, the same distance, the same city for 7 years, receiving the same acknowledgement, a medal, for 7 years. All I was doing was deluding myself as if I were moving forward, while in reality all I was doing was moving on from one year to another. running with the same fears, running at the same speed, finishing at the same, in approximate the same time frame. And thus, I kept on deluding myself in almost every aspect of my life, as if I were moving forward, while in reality, all I was doing was moving on from. Trying to move on from. Because you see, it's easy to want to try to move on. Because moving on is always from something known, something from the past. While moving forward is always about moving towards something unknown in the future. And so then the question was, towards what should I be moving forward in life? And as I was reflecting on it, I realized that even though everything happens in the now, that even though there is nothing but now, to have truly won in the now, I would have to learn to move forward in life, which would automatically drop off all that what I was trying to move on from in life. But move forward towards what? And as I was reflecting on it, I realized that all this while I was so stuck in trying to move on from things and people externally that I never really understood the importance of moving forward and towards anything internally. And so then the real question was, towards who should I be moving forward in life? And the answer was simple. Move forward towards the person I intend to become, towards the reflection of my true self. And so then the question was, how? How do I move forward towards the person I intend to become? And as I was reflecting on it, I finally realized that all this while I was so stuck in trying to move on from the door long closed, the door of the past long closed, that I never really saw that there already existed all these different doors waiting to be opened. And all I had to do was step forward towards it and open it. But then the question was, what was keeping me stuck in trying to move on from the door long closed? What was preventing me from seeing any of these different doors? And hence keeping me from moving forward towards any of these doors? And as I was reflecting on it, I realized it was not a what, but rather it was a who. Who was keeping me stuck in trying to move on from, and hence in disguise keeping me in the past? The answer was me. For even though I now know for sure I am not me, this current sense of self, but I am me, I don't know who I am yet. I've yet to find out who I truly am. There was already this existing sense of self with its entire life story, belief structures, conditions, programming, that was trying to survive its existence for the fear of ceasing to exist. This false sense of self, which I had believed myself to be up until now, had its own separate identity, which in the shadows projected itself in all the different forms, in every aspect of my life. And so then the question now was, how am I to move forward towards the person I intend to become? Towards the reflection of my true self, without any resistance from my false sense of self. And as I was reflecting on it, I realized and I understood that that which is impermanent can be and must be not only changed but transformed until it finally is but a direct reflection of what is permanent. Which meant that I had the power to not only change but transform my own self. And that's when, once again, I came to a realization that that's the reason this journey of me and you had started. Without me even realizing, I was already moving forward and towards becoming this person that I intend to become. And the most important element of this whole journey was me asking Ronak to walk with me on this path of self-transformation. Walk with me, Ronak. It was me asking Ronak to walk alongside. For as much of an illusion as she was but a very real force, living and alive. And all I could do was invoke enough curiosity than I had initially that had led her to go down the rabbit hole. This time around, hoping that she is even curious and curiouser enough to want to walk with me forward and towards opening up these new doors in life and doing as many new things as possible that would not only lead her down new paths in life, but would also lead her to see for herself that she can change and is transforming into becoming a direct reflection of who I truly am. And that's when I knew it was not only time, but we were ready to open a whole lot of different doors in life, to find a new Ronak, which I never knew was ours, because anything can happen if you let it. And that's when I knew we were on a brink of an adventure, and it was of no use to spoil it with any more questions, which is going to be the basis for my next video. But for now, as we each reflect and introspect on this quote, the question that we need to be asking ourselves is, are we still waiting at the door long closed? Do we still find ourselves doing the same things, hoping to get different results? Or are we ready to move forward, open up new doors and do new things because we are curious to find out where it leads us in our lives? Hi everyone, I am Ronak and I thank you very much for walking with me today. I truly hope that you take out some time to deeply reflect on this quote, for that's when you will find yourself asking yourself to walk with you. You will find yourself saying, walk with me, to your own self. As always, I would love for you to share your journey with me in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, do like and share it with like-minded people. And walk with me by subscribing to this channel and all the other social media accounts that I am on. You'll find the links to all of it in the description box below. Until next time, I thank you very much.